more truths, and modern dating realities. What else should you know, be made aware of, informed of, and on the lookout for, and genuinely scared of? Well, I'm going to tell you. First, I need to preface this section with the following statement. Yes, I'm scared. For you. For us. And everyone looking for love in this world. Really, I am. Here's why. You see, when you read or hear the following topics that I'm going to share with you, you might think, nah, Bart's just bluffing. This stuff really isn't happening in the world around us. No. In reality, think long and hard about what I'm going to share with you. You too just might conclude, yikes, he might be right. I think there's some truth to what he's saying. I better keep it in mind as I head out there looking for love. Thanks, Bart. What you're about to hear isn't meant to upset you per se or discourage you, but to alert you to the realities in today's world that you're up against, and when it comes to finding love and romance. Next, I wish that I were wrong, but these realities must be kept in mind if you plan on looking for love out there in that crazy whack world. Why so? And how so? Well, urgency becomes a factor. Time becomes a factor. Competition becomes a factor. You bringing your best self to the relationship table also becomes a factor. So much becomes a serious factor in your success in preparing, attracting, finding, and securing someone to love for the long haul. That said, checking out these modern-day realities and think hard as to how you might respond to them. I've provided you with my best solutions. Hey, I hope they help. Number 1, is romance dead? Who or what killed it? And how do we get it back? Well, sadly, romance is dead for most of the population, and we all killed it. And in many ways. Modern dating killed it. Technology killed it. Dating apps killed it. Hooking up and decades of promiscuity killed it. Too many options. The grass may be greener somewhere else. Killed it. Men killed it when they sought only to have sex with a woman and not offer a loving, long-term romantic relationship with a potential for marriage, kids, and a family in mind. Women killed it when they started sleeping around and having sex like men with no strings attached. Women killed it when their hearts got broken too many times when pursuing relationships and the love and romance they wanted but never arrived in the same package as sex. When honesty, chivalry, morality, and kindness are next to non-existent and instead replaced by technology which makes us all quick to respond, less face-to-face communication, vastly insensitive, to some degree cold-hearted and apathetic towards each other, not helping each other, and even greedy. Is there any reason why true love or romance could exist in today's desolate dating climate? More people now prefer the one-night stand, or the half-night stand, or the casual hookup, or other no-strings-attached deals like friends with benefits and F-buddies. It has gotten to where people have just thrown in the towel and said, heck, casual sex, it's better than no love at all. Maybe it's best to just start sleeping around. Marriage itself has been on such a decline that even couples who have fallen in love don't bother getting married since they know there could be a breakup down the line and they don't want to risk having to deal with all the financial or legal mess that goes with getting divorced. With all this bad news, how do we bring romance back? For starters, it begins with the individual. You and I and others individually have to start cultivating a more patient, more romantic sense about ourselves as we go about finding that special someone to love us in return. We must also want the benefits of a relationship and not just sex. We do this by slowing down. We start by getting to know someone first, before we have sex with them later. We see if there's chemistry, compatibility, commonality, and companionship potential, more than the ability to snag a few romps in the sack. By becoming more romantic ourselves, we become contagious lovers who spread our romantic love interest desires to the potential one we're interested in. If they catch our vibe and join in on it, we are then the very spark needed to launch a badly needed romantic revolution for us all. If you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my romance novel called Fantasy Boyfriend. Ladies, see how this guy treats the gal who comes into his life. Guys, model how this guy treats the gal who comes into his life, and then watch sparks fly between you and your romantic love interest just the same. Number 2, where have all the good men gone? Ladies, they're all around you. That is, unless they're in a committed relationship. Too many women buy into the lie that they have all the time in the world to find a man while squandering their 20s and 30s chasing a career. Well, let me tell you something. Most women have jobs, not careers. And most women quit those jobs every 1 to 5 years. Never is finding a man their focus until they're in their 30s or even their 40s, when their body clock starts ticking fast. So, for years, all men heard was, no, no, no. I'm not into nice guys right now. I want the bad boy. I want to have fun. I don't want to date or marry you. Well, come their 30s and 40s, those same men have now acquired resources, assets, a good paying job, they're debt-free. And who do they go after? Women who are 5 or 10 years younger than them. Where does that leave you if you're a woman in your 30s or so? Well, it leaves you out on a limb to find an available man who isn't already married, getting divorced, dating and living with a gal already, living in his mom's basement, or just playing the field. Wow. Has that pool of men shrunk since entering your 30s? It gets worse when women enter their 40s and their 50s. The good news is there are still plenty of good men around. The problem is a woman's expectations and requirements might be too high. So, while working and making money, make finding a man to enter into a relationship with also your main focus. Do this with urgency. And keep reading this book and listening to this audio program for more great insight on where and how to find that good man. Number 3, are men even interested in dating or getting married these days? There are many men who have realized, having watching their fathers and brothers and friends go through devastating divorces and how the court system literally hits them hard financially while taking their kids away too, that in today's climate, marriage for most men just doesn't offer a good ROI or return on investment for them to participate in. Also, with women giving it up so easily, sex, why would any guy need to buy the cow when he can get the milk for free? You know, where dating is concerned, having been rejected by dozens of women over the years, men have come to settle into the fact that they're better off single and focusing on their work, their passion, their friends, their projects. They love visiting with them and realize they can save a lot of money if they just remain single and not date or marry a woman. Women are expensive as they require both a man's time, energy, and financial resources. Men who have decided to go their own way and not date and just be single, they've come to find out that they love their alone time and no one to bother them, nag at them, question their whereabouts, etc. With the easy availability of porn and millions of women offering to show their personal naked assets to men online for free or a small fee, hookers, loose women, escorts, and women who have busy lives too, is it any wonder men are bowing out of the dating and marriage game? How do you turn this around? It's not easy. But again, we start with the individual. Ladies, you don't have to care what the majority of men are doing, only what you are doing. Treat your love life like money. Focus in on making a stable income, saving and making more. Create an amazing life for yourself. Live life. And as you do that, see who notices and wants to join you on your love journey. Men, too, are looking for a good woman who can bring money to the table to cover the bills and so forth. With more women today making more money than men, ladies, you might need to concede to be the breadwinner of the family. Not to worry, though. Let him learn how to invest it and make more money with your money. Seriously, there are investment training programs out there that within 2 to 6 months, he could be a master at trading and earning money in the stock market, options, crypto, etc. There are programs out there that feed leads on what to buy, what to sell, when to, and where, all that stuff. So think about becoming a partner with a man who will help you make more money with your money. And besides, he's at home. He's able to spend time with you. Maybe you work from home. Maybe you don't, but that's okay. But like I said, men too are looking for a woman who can bring home some money, help cover the bills. And with more women today making more money than men, again, ladies, you might need to concede to be the breadwinner of the family. But not to worry, he's going to learn how to invest money and learn how to make money with your money. That's cool. It's like having a personal broker within your family. That's awesome. And besides, you need to be aware and prepare for the future, retirement, and who wants to work forever? You know, this whole 9-to-5 stuff, nobody wants to work anymore. So if you can learn to invest money, and it literally, you can start with $500. I've seen challenges where people take $1,000 and they grow it to $10,000 in 3 months. We'll do the math. Start with $10,000 and grow that to $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000. Investments, pretty hot. You know, you could do it anywhere in the world. You don't have to deal with customers or clients. Good stuff. All right. But here's the deal. Remember, you become an interesting person for men to notice you for all the right reasons. Become the very best you can become. And watch that serve as the magnet to hold a man to you. Guys, the same for you. Focus on making money, but also becoming the best you that you can become. What's more, you don't have to get married to the state. You can initiate a living arrangement agreement into your love life if you found someone to go the long haul with. You see, a living arrangement agreement actually helps to protect what you entered with into the relationship. You know, what did you enter the relationship with and what you both acquire during your life together? Much easier to determine who owns what and who owes what if the relationship sadly comes to an end. You can still have a marriage ceremony. You just don't apply for a marriage license and get the state involved. Your marriage can still be a holy one between you, your spouse, the rings on your fingers, a statement before a notary or a pastor, and your friends and family who witnessed it. The state doesn't have to get involved. That's optional. Number 4, where have all the traditional women gone? Good question. You know, I've heard a lot of women wanting a man to be a traditional man. But what about women showing that they can be a traditional woman? Traditional women can maintain a home, nurture a man, a family, and a relationship with a man. She can maintain a job, get a degree, make money. Men want a traditional woman, not a modern, loud, liberated, independent, strong, I don't need a man type of woman. Men want a woman who is soft, feminine, who nurtures him, keeps his secrets, listens to him, and supports him when the chips are down. She won't leave him when a better man comes around and has more resources. You know, you ever heard of that? It's called monkey branching. She doesn't invade his space when he's with his friends. Ladies, when a man displays traditional behaviors, don't shun him or make fun of him or put him down with rude or abusive modern-day female behavior. He's showing you he is and can be what you want. Don't push him away. Keep him or lose him. Number 5, ladies, did you know you are being erased from society? Yes, erased. I talked about this in my book, Watch Out Ladies. 15 things every woman should be concerned about and watch out for to protect her heart, body, find real love, and avoid a lifetime of loneliness. For example, porn is erasing you from men's minds because you cannot compete sexually with the flood of available high-definition photographs and videos streaming millions of naked women of all shapes, sizes, hair color, and wild and crazy fetishes who will also never grow old. Robotic sex dolls are coming and will erase you. Sex robot brothels are going to replace you. Legalized prostitution and sex workers is about to erase you. Escorts, hookers, loose women, and the like are giving men the ability to get their sexual jollies off and pay them to leave after the deed is done. Even with certain controversial movements today, women are being erased from society. Now, Men can go into women's bathrooms. Men can play on women's sports teams and erase their records. Now we are told men can menstruate and have babies. The term woman, women, females, mother, and other female-related terms are all being replaced with person, birthing person, and bodies with vaginas to conform to modern sensitivities possessed by the minuscule minority of the population. The erasing of women is escalating to new levels of absurdity as we speak. Just look around. Ladies, you have to be very scared about this. One day, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, there may come a time when you won't be recognized, needed, wanted, desired, or anything if you don't stand up for what's happening today. You will only be used, abused, talked about, left behind, stepped on, left at the curb, tossed out like tomorrow's trash. Stop me at any time. The good news? More men are with you on this issue than you think. And so many women, too, oppose this movement to erase women. So engage yourselves, ladies. Put your foot down and let your voices be heard and stand up to the idiocy of these groups who want to erase you if you want to save your love life. Hey, this concludes part 1 of 3, More Truths and Modern Dating Realities. Come on, let's check into the next section, part 2 of More Truths and Modern Dating Realities. It's about to get really juicy.